Today, we're going to Gordon Ramsay Burger in Boston, Massachusetts to see if his burgers are actually worth $75. Today, we're going to Gordon Ramsay Burger in Boston, Massachusetts. It's located in the heart of the Financial District, which is in downtown Boston. We decided to take the ferry into the city because driving in downtown Boston is a nightmare and parking is even worse. Parking can be $20, $30 up to like $50 or $60, even just for a couple of hours. So yeah, we don't want to do that. Try to avoid that as much as possible. So we took the ferry from Hingham and it arrived into Long Wharf, which is right next to the aquarium downtown. And then we walked over to Gordon Ramsay Burger, which wasn't very far. It was just a few blocks. When you first walk up to the building, the outside of the building is a little bit chaotic because there's a farmer's market that goes on the weekends, but it doesn't generally look like that. We were a little bit confused when we got there because the door was still locked, but it was past the time that they should have been opened. Thankfully, there was one of the servers came to the door and said they were doing some type of training. So we ended up waiting for a little while, but it didn't take too long. So when we finally got in, we were one of the first people in, so it was very empty looking. It wasn't like that when we left. I'm just not great at taking videos of everything yet. So I didn't even think about getting a video when we left. But they have a downstairs seating area, which looked super nice. And then they also had an upstairs seating area, which is where we went. All of the windows that you see are actually panels that they can pull up. The one that was just in front of us was open, which was nice because it was a gorgeous day. I think it was like 72. So this is the menu. I'm not a big drinker, so I can't say that I recognize any of the drinks that are on the menu. The menu for food is actually pretty small. There's not a lot of options, but I feel like there were still enough options. Especially if you understand that you're going to this restaurant to eat a burger, then you're kind of already in the mood for a burger. They also had salads too, if you're more interested in salads. I was also impressed that they have a veggie burger or a vegan burger. I'm not vegan, but I am vegetarian. I grew up in the Midwest and nobody ever had vegetarian options. In fact, most people hadn't heard of the word vegetarian, so I feel like I spent most of my life explaining it to people. It's nice being on the East Coast because people understand it more and it's not so unfamiliar now. They've heard about it a lot, at least. So it's nice to see an option for vegetarians and vegans. So we started with the beer battered onion rings, which were absolutely amazing. I tend to like more traditional onion rings, so I was a little bit concerned when I saw the style of these onion rings. But as soon as I had a taste of them, I was totally sold. They're completely awesome. They had a little bit of a beer taste to them, but mostly they just tasted completely amazing, and they were cooked perfectly too. My niece loved them as well, and she hates onions with a passion. So yeah, we'll give those 5 stars. For our main course, my niece had the Hellfire chicken salad, which I was a little bit concerned. I was like, Hellfire? What are you getting into here? That sounds really bad. She likes really hot and spicy things. I don't like hot and spicy things at all. So she wasn't concerned about it at all, but she said it was really good, that it really wasn't that spicy. I chose the backyard burger and I just replaced the burger patty with the vegan burger. I was a little bit leery of the vegan burger because you never know what you're going to get with those. I feel like a lot of places, when they try to make their own vegan or vegetarian patty, they end up putting a lot of extra spices in there, or they'll make it with like garbanzo beans, but they don't use a food processor, or they don't chop them up enough to where they don't stick together, or they'll make it so thick that all you can taste in the sandwich is the burger. So I've tried a lot of them and there aren't very many that are good. So I was a little bit concerned, but I was also open to the possibility of eating the sandwich without the burger, which I've done many, many times. But it was actually really, really good. I don't know 100% what it was made out of because it didn't say. And when it was delivered to our table, I actually broke a piece of it off and gave it to my niece, and I was like, just make sure that this is not hamburger, because it has the same look of a hamburger, at least to me, because I don't eat hamburger and I don't see a lot of them. But she said no, 100% it wasn't. I've also, this is not like a knock against Gordon Ramsay, I've heard stories of like, I know there was a chain restaurant in the United States, I want to say that it was like Burger King. There was one specific one that was in New York, and during the pandemic, they were supposed to be selling Impossible Burgers, and they were saying that they were Impossible Burgers, but they weren't. And there was like hundreds of people that were vegetarian that had eaten regular meat patties. So I was like, I'm always a little bit concerned about that. It was probably my own anxiety and my own fear more than more than anything else. But honestly, the burger was really, really good. I really would have eaten the whole thing because the bun was perfect. And I know I've watched enough of Gordon Ramsay, of all of the shows that he does, that he has like the specific formula for building a burger so that the bun doesn't get soggy. There's like a placement of, you put the lettuce on top of the tomato so that the tomato doesn't make the bun soggy, but it was perfect regardless. It was absolutely perfect. Like I said, I would have eaten the whole thing, but the day that we went, we were actually going on a boat later, and I didn't want to get sick. So we also got fries. You had to order them separately. They were really good. They were a little bit thicker than the fries that I like. I feel like McDonald's fries are like my favorite fries. I grew up kind of poor, and so we ate at McDonald's frequently, and their fries are just the best. That's, to me, that's like the standard of French fries. I'm not really a fan of steak fries that are a lot thicker. These were kind of in between steak fries and like McDonald's French fries, but they were really nice and crunchy. And I tried both of the ketchups because I wanted to see if one of them was special. They weren't. They were both just regular ketchup. But it was nice that they brought us two of them. So yeah, that was Gordon Ramsay Burger. It was a great experience. The server was very nice, and very attentive. There wasn't a lot of people there when we got there, but it did fill up as we were eating. And then when we walked out, we noticed there were tons of people downstairs. They also have really nice bathrooms, which we appreciated too. All right, so here's how much we spent. Like I said, my niece had the Hellfire chicken salad. I had the backyard burger with a veggie patty, which I didn't notice that they charged me more for. But honestly, that's not uncommon when you're talking about substituting things that are vegetarian. I also had a root beer, and my niece had a ginger ale. We ordered the fries and then the onion rings. So the total was $74.68. It was a little bit expensive for what we ate, but it's also, you're buying the brand, you know? And it was really, really, really good. I think another thing to consider is that it's downtown Boston. Everything is more expensive in Massachusetts. Everything is more expensive when you're downtown. I wouldn't say that it was like an unfair price, but I would say that it's probably not something that we would do every single day, but on a special occasion, I would absolutely recommend this place, especially if you're on vacation in Boston, and you want to splurge a little bit. It was really good. And my guess is that the food is very consistent, just from the brand and from other things that I've heard. That's one of the things that I like about chain restaurants. Growing up in the Midwest, we had a lot of chain restaurants, and so I tend to stick to those restaurants because you always know what you're going to get. It's generally pretty consistent across different restaurants, across different places in the United States. The restaurants that are family owned are a little bit more unpredictable. And I'm actually in the minority in Massachusetts by saying that, because It's kind of really weird. So I grew up in the Midwest. I've lived in Charlotte, North Carolina for about 6 years, and now I live just outside of Boston. And every place that I've been to, I used to travel as well for work. I worked for a marketing company that managed race car drivers and sponsors. And so I've traveled all over the United States. I've met a lot of people who agree with me about chain restaurants, but then I moved to Boston and everybody's like, you're incredibly crazy. There actually aren't a lot of chain restaurants here. There are a lot of more family-owned restaurants here, and people love family-owned restaurants. And the chain restaurants don't stay in business. There was actually a story not too terribly long ago, maybe a year ago, about how they were putting a Taco Bell in downtown Crossing in Boston because there hadn't been one in years in Boston. And there's only one close to where we live on the South Shore, which to me is crazy because growing up in the Midwest, there was always several options. And like, we don't have Pizza Hut. There's no Pizza Hut anywhere within driving distance. There's only one Little Caesars on the South Shore, and it's not in a place that I'm comfortable going by myself. There's no Papa John's on the South Shore. There's one on the North Shore, but we went there one time. It was like an hour to get there, an hour and a half, I think, because I think it's, I want to say Cambridge or like north of Cambridge. I don't remember. But yeah, there aren't a lot of chain restaurants here. People like all of the family-owned restaurants. So, like I said, for me, I think that this is a great restaurant. It may not be like something that I would do every single day, but I would definitely go back there again. It was really, really good. All right, so after the restaurant, we went over to right next door. There is a place called Boston Public Market. Of course, I didn't get video of it because there's a farmer's market in this street that goes on the weekends, and it was crazy and chaotic. There were people yelling. I think they were yelling to try to attract business, but it was a lot for me. I don't like that much noise and chaos, and then there were cars parked, and so you're trying to walk around all this stuff, plus there was stuff all over the ground that you were trying to dodge, and lots of people. So yeah, I'm still learning how to vlog and like not be concerned about it. I obviously haven't gotten to the point where I could just take my camera out or like my phone and like hold my phone and talk to it while there's people around. I don't know that I'll ever get to that point. So there might be a lot of, videos of what I'm doing and then me sitting here at home talking to a camera. I'm mostly comfortable doing that. So anyway, we went to Boston Public Market. It's a really nice place inside. They have tons of different restaurants and then lots of food that you can buy. Some that's prepared and some that's not prepared. Yeah. Was it like cold outside?
Because that was where we came in, right? So before the time.
Probably. Yeah. Do you need some beer? Was it the pasta? The ones with the Parmesan bowl? I don't remember. Ooh. Have you ever had Moroccan food? I don't think I have either. Oh, maybe that's what it was. It looks good though. what it was. The farm place, because they have ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Our milk place. They have ice cream.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that.
Those cones that are like dipped.
Yeah.
Do you want some steak? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's that second part.
It's all the way back down the corner.
Remember how we can't really buy anything. We can't really buy anything. Look at the cows. Oh, yeah. Look at these too. Yeah, those look really good.
So good.
I wonder if those are like Penzi spices? Like Penzi spices? I bet Grandma would like that.
Hello.
Welcome on in. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want to taste anything.
I'm sorry.
No, you're so bitter.
I am. I'm very bitter. Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of fudge. I do like donuts though. You want some juice? Okay. Do you want to go outside? We were on a mission to get some ice cream from this place called Crescent Ridge. We have started buying milk from them. It's a local dairy that is just north of Boston. We've had some problems in the past with some lactose intolerance. For years, I drank soy milk, but then I started wondering if maybe I was getting too many soy products, because I've heard that can be a thing, and I've had some minor health issues that I was just trying to mitigate. So I thought maybe if we bought something that wasn't soy milk, that also, I don't like oat milk because I feel like it's too processed, and how does milk come from oats? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So I thought if we could try something that was maybe less processed and then also local, maybe it would be better. So we started buying this milk. It is a bit expensive. It's about $5, I think, for a half quart, and then you also have to pay a $3 bottle deposit for it because it comes in glass bottles. If you bring the bottles back, they'll give you the $3 back. But then you have to pay it again the next time you buy it. It is a little bit expensive, but it tastes a lot better. And we've noticed that our problems with lactose have diminished exponentially. So I really think that it's a lot better. So I know that their farm is located in Sharon, Massachusetts, and we're planning on going there sometime soon, hopefully. But they also have this little area in Boston Public Market as well, and they make ice cream. So we were dying to try some of their ice cream, which thankfully we were able to go back after we finished our tour and get some ice cream. This is what I got, which honestly was probably the best ice cream that I've ever had in my life. It was so good. It was absolutely amazing. And I was super upset. And I will tell you, I will warn you, because we were not warned. We thought that we were getting the smallest option, and I think we actually did get the smallest option. But as you can see, it's absolutely massive. So I think this was like lower than a kitty cup. I think there was like a kitty cup, a small, and maybe a medium and a large. And then there was one that was smaller than a kitty cup. So like I said, we were planning on going on a boat after this. We were just waiting for the time that we were scheduled to get on the boat to do the Boston Lighthouse tour, which I already released a video for, and I'll link it in the description. We'd already eaten so much at Gordon Ramsay Burger, so we really just wanted to try the ice cream and see if it was good. So we thought we'll just get tiny little cups and have a couple of bites and it'll be good. And then they gave us this. And I think I paid for it before I saw what it was, because the girl was still scooping it up. And it was like $15 for two that were this size. And I was like, $15? And then I see this and I'm like, okay, that's probably not really a lot of money for what it is. But also, like, I thought I was ordering like 3 bites. And this is absolutely massive. So unfortunately, we ended up throwing most of them away because, you know, we were really worried about getting sick on the boat. Thankfully, we didn't have any problems. It was totally fine. So after we finished our ice cream, we had a walk around a couple of blocks that are outside of the Boston Public Market, which included going through the New England Holocaust Memorial. I made a video about that. That's an ASMR type video. So I'll link that one in the description as well. That place started in 1795. That's the City Hall building I was telling you about. It's like the ugliest one in existence.
Yeah. Hopefully there's all this cool new buildings down here.
Right. Well, yeah, let's go this way. a gift shop in there? Union Goods. They don't sell Confederate goods in there, it's just Union Goods. Yeah. That's probably why they're so loud. Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
And then on our way back to Long Wharf, we had a walk through Faneuil Hall, which is a really nice shopping area. It's very touristy, and because it was a Saturday, there was tons and tons of people down there. But there are a lot of really cute shops. There's a lot of people here. Naughty waffles. I've heard of lots of those.
Not up to that face you think sure. Yeah, the guy, yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah, they better be. Funny, he's like.
I didn't like those either.
I'm not good at them. Like, that chicken part.
Do you need a Boston sign? Oh.
Hey, everyone's walking out now. Everyone's starting to walk out.
Do you need a t-shirt? How about Zoltar? Hey. No Zoltar. Oh, they have lobster pants. No? Look at the lobster.
That's very nice.
Do you want your picture taken with him?
No, I do not want my picture taken first. What the hell?
I'll send it to Grandma for you.
No. She would like that.
She would. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Do you need a Build-A-Bear?
You know, those are really cute. They probably don't have
Well, we have like an hour to kill.
Build-A-Bears are also really expensive.
Yeah. Do you want some hot sauce?
Pepper Palace?
Yeah. Ooh, there's Margaritaville. Ooh, let's go. We ate at Gordon Ramsay Burger and we could have eaten at Margaritaville.
Hey, it's still on the table. We're not leaving until mid-August.
That's true. You have 2?
I would love to eat a Margaritaville.
No, I was gonna say you have 2 months, but you have like 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's literally, I think it's 7.
Yeah. Really expensive Sephora?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Or there's a lemonade stand.
You want some lemonade?
But that's here. It's freshly squeezed.
Right.
You thought I was kidding when I said that the way that I was doing it was the way. But what they do is they slice the lemon and then they have like a smasher machine that smashes it to the bottom and with the peel and all.
Right.
And then they literally put half a cup of sugar in it and fill it up with ice and water.
Half a cup of
I'm
sugar.
so dead ass. I watched a girl do it on TikTok the other day.
Right.
It's crazy. Like I was trying to do a third of a cup and it was a little too sour. Like it's literally like half a cup of sugar that they put in there.
The statue? We're good.
Directly in front of us. What are those? Oh, it's fruit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Justin Bieber. Do you want to get a Sam Adams while we're here?
Yeah. I feel like if you're gonna get an alcoholic drink, why would you get that? You get something that's free.
Yeah, I think it's pretty disrespectful, to be honest.
What is that?
It's a camera.
Osmo?
Yes. Hi. Yeah. I feel less weird about it when you go to like touristy areas.
Yeah.
Because there's already people out with their phones anyway.
There's definitely people that are out there doing something way more egregious and embarrassing than whatever you're doing.
Right? Ooh, we can go see Blue Man Group.
No, I see them all over Vegas. Absolutely not. They're huge in Vegas.
So, yeah.
You'll see them on every taxi.
I guess they have more than one group.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. You didn't know that? Their whole thing is that they're blue. Make any guy blue.
I guess I didn't put that much thought into it.
It's not like a boy band, but they're known for their face. Thank you. They are, in fact, replaceable.
Abercrombie and Fitch? No?
Why do they have a boy?
Probably for theft.
Is it that expensive of a place?
Well, when you steal a whole handful of shit, they probably get mad.
Well, yeah.
I think it's not that, well, it is expensive. But I think it's also the level of theft that happens.
Yeah.
It's not onesie-twosies. It's like organized.
Yeah.
Organized retail theft is what they call it. Oh, there's the sugar factory. I heard they opened one here.
Yeah. It's cool. Have you ever been to one?
Yeah, I went to one in Chicago with Megan when we went to the concert.
Yeah. We went there when I was in Vegas for homecoming.
Yeah.
I went with a group of friends.
I don't know if it was just the one that we were in, because it wasn't actually in Chicago. It was in Rosemont, which is right outside of Chicago. I wasn't like super impressed with their food. It wasn't.
We didn't get food there.
Oh.
We just got drinks that were like, because they have like alcoholic drinks, but they also have a bunch of stuff that you can get that's cool looking that's not alcoholic.
Right.
I don't remember what I got, but it was good. And they do the fun thing too, where like they'll put like dry ice in your drink too, so it like does the foam and fizzy stuff.
Right. There's a Pepper Palace on this side too.
They gotta make sure you have your glass on.
They're calling your name.
Look at the pigeons, dude. They're feasting. All of the shit that floats right now. These people are eating
Yeah. A lot of people come to Boston for that stuff. They have a bodyguard too. Did I show you their Heinz ketchup stuff?
I think so.
They don't have any of it in there.
Yeah, I think you showed me the first.
Yeah.
I like the jam one that you have. That's really cute.
Yeah.
I don't think Grandma was impressed with it, but
Grandma's not really impressed with anything.
no. Not anything worth anything at all.
Do you want to see the finale? Say yeah! Do you want to see how I get down? Say yeah! Okay, great question. Here's how it works. I'm going to kick the top board and pipe behind me. I'm going to land on the bottom one. I'm going to kick that behind me. And then I'll go from this platform to that platform without touching the ground. If you're in the front row, the action happens at my feet. So do your neighbors behind you a big finger if you're in the front row. And you can sit so the people behind you can see. This is very exciting.
get some new luggage. What makes you think I have money for that? I could buy a $30 Jimmy badge. I cannot.
All right. What else? I'm gonna go sit down by the water and see the fishes. It's probably cooler down there.
So, Sophia, there are stores for you.
I think these are one of the lights. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. It's like New York. Oh, there's a Cookie Monster food truck. That's the boat place that we're going to. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Do you want some?
It wasn't open when we came down here, but
So we stopped for a second to smell the flowers. There's a lot of gorgeous hydrangeas this time of year. And then we walked along the harbor front for a while down by the New England Aquarium. There's a lot of boardwalk down there that you can walk around and see the harbor. There's tons of boats out there, which are super cool to see. It wasn't super sunny that day, but I have to tell you, this is kind of a typical New England day. We don't get a lot of days that are just sunny. We get a lot of overcast days. And like I said, this day it was like 72 degrees. So it was beautiful to be out there. And when you're close to the water is super cold because it generally comes down from Canada and the North Pole. Basically, it's water that's I mean, oftentimes it's 50, 60 degrees. So it's really cold. And there's a lot of wind that comes off of the ocean as well. So when you're right next to the harbor or right on the harbor, it's a lot colder than what it is if you're even just a couple of blocks away, because you're getting all the cold wind. I mean, I like it when it's like 65 degrees outside. My niece was absolutely freezing. She hates it when it's that cold. But I thought it was really nice. And plus, with it being overcast, it wasn't like too sunny. But we did manage to get a really nice, I don't know if it was a sunburn or a windburn. It was kind of probably a cross between the two. So if you're spending the day on a boat, make sure that you spend at least some of the time inside, because even with the clouds, you're still going to get probably too much sun. is that it's really icky. You can take a ferry over to the seaport district if you need to. Ow! I hit my elbow on that bar. It's a lot higher than you think it is.
My hip is killing. Like right here. Every time I take a step, it's like.
You want to sit down for a while? You need to take a break?
Very fun.
Hey, that's what happens when you get old. Oh no. Sad. I don't know what Vertex is. They must make a lot of money.
What's the building in front of it? It's like round.
I don't know. Is it one of the 12 convention centers that are here?
Are there really that many?
There's a bunch. There's at least 4 or 5. There's chairs, but not together. All right, so that was our day in Boston. We had such a great time. I really recommend that if you're going downtown that you definitely check out Gordon Ramsay Burger. It was really good. Faneuil Hall is a great place to go as well. Like I said, it's kind of touristy, and if you go on the weekends, it's probably going to be a little bit busy. But there's a lot of cute shops down there, and if you're looking for souvenirs that say Boston on them, that's a fantastic place to go. Boston Public Market is also a really good place to go. And then anywhere down by the New England Aquarium is a lot of fun. I've been to the aquarium before. I'm probably going to do a video about the aquarium as well sometime in the future. It's a great place to go. They have penguins that are super cute, and they have an octopus that everybody loves. And they have a turtle too. They have this massive turtle. And what we love is the stingrays. They have the cutest little faces. They're absolutely adorable. All right, so thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and we will be back next week with some more videos. Okay, bye.